Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is actually my account. So I'm just explaining the virtual class module right now. So virtual class, when we are doing here, this is always linked to a course. That is one of the main difference between the virtual class and the webinar. So I have clicked to virtual class. And first time if anyone is doing, actually, they will have to add the virtual classroom link. Here, sometimes it may ask me also. Let me just see if I'm trying to schedule a class. No. Yeah. Because before bringing this concept, actually, this was done. Give me a second. I'll have to take my this. What is it? Virtual classroom link. Anyway, good that came. Give me a second for it.
We can tell them to learn it off.
Mm. So I'm just taking the link from my. Right now, I'm taking from Zoom only.
Yeah.
So I have copied my link. And now this is to be pasted over here, the link. Not necessary it has to be from Zoom. It can be any platform that is available, means allowing the virtual conference. It
Okay.
can be Cisco also. I even tried with Google also. That is, if there is a specific link that can be used always, we can always use that.
Okay.
And this is only for that particular person's use only, the username and the email. It
Okay.
won't, they don't have to share actually with anyone else. So now that is inserted successfully. Now it will allow me to declare a webinar or virtual class, whichever be it. Now I
Okay.
am going to that. The first time, without keeping the meeting link, it won't allow to proceed.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Now, again, I'm going for the virtual class module. Virtual class. Schedule a class I'm going for. Here, like many options are there. Weekly planning, with weekly planning and without weekly planning. With weekly planning will be coming, that is if the school is having a specified annual planning. So over there, they have already decided these are the topics to be covered in each and every day. Then only they will have to go for the weekly planning. Otherwise, without weekly planning, they can go for. And as I told, this is actually the basic difference is that this is linked to a course and a prescribed syllabus. So here now I am going to select a course that is there in my account. For example, 12th online physics. Now the name of the batch can come over here. And now the subject. If multiple subjects are there, that means those all will come. If it is a single subject, that will come. Now here, which chapter I'm going to teach, I'm deciding on. In that also, which topic, because the whole chapter we won't be covering in a class, normally in a class. That's the reason topics are there. And if not this, some other additional topics are also to be given, that also can be given. And now, normally we don't have to do this, but still, this actually all we are frequently conducting the virtual classes, and you need to just make sure that we are free at a particular time. Then we can check for the vacant time slot. For example, today, the vacant time slot we want to see. That means all the slots are free over here right now. All the slots are free. So that's if you need to check by chance. And now the timing I'm keeping over here, from what time to what time? 5:16. Suppose if I'm keeping 5:20 p.m. to maybe I'm just putting 7:30. The time difference from here and there has some problem. And now this option, this is actually a little more differentiated teaching. If you want to go for, we can use it in the sense that actually sometimes suppose if I have a regular class, all the students might not be of the same level. And I want to keep a class, or I want to arrange a class only for specific students. Either for the like extremely brilliant students, if I'm doing, my approach will be in a particular way. If I'm if I'm taking a lecture for all the students, my approach will be in a different way. And if I am taking the class for actually the students who are slightly weak, my approach will be again different. So according to the level of the student, we can decide which all students has to attend this. So this actually is taking the data from the previous tests and all conducted, and from the school they have they have obtained. This will be fetching the data. Right now I'm giving all. And number of seats, actually here, whatever be the number of seats we want to give, we can give it over here. And if any fees is to be kept, we can put it over there. And now whether public display means it will be available in all the students screen if they are looking for the webinars and the virtual classes. If we want to display like that way, then we can keep, otherwise we can keep all these no. Now I am submitting. Okay, inserted successfully, that has come over here. I have just kept the time from 5:20 to 7:30 over here. And now whether we have to make a login for the virtual class, that is actually when we are circulating the link, whether it should ask the students to log in first and then join the class. This option is for that, because when we are considering a batch, we'll be having certain students already there in the batch. So whether we should ask the students to log in or no, that's the purpose of this. Okay. And now then we can generate the student link. When we're generating the student link, actually, I'll just show you that, but I'm not very sure how many. Okay, let me see anyway. Generate student link. Did I select? I did not select the webinar. That's why it didn't come. Here is the link. So in that, this many students are listed over here. Okay. Now we can preview the link, how it will be coming for the student. So if the students are uploaded the photo, it will be coming with the photograph. With this, actually, it is very easy for the teachers to declare the class and so take it.
Okay.
Oh, like this way. So this is actually that's a dummy student that is put over there. And then like this way it will be coming. So the student can directly upload. Directly click on the photo and then join the meeting. That's the thing. Okay. So this is the way that we are declaring the virtual class. Now to start the class, any confusion, Rishikesh?
No, ma'am.
I'm going again back to the main menu. Going to the virtual class again. Now to start the class, what we are doing is enter classroom. So we have scheduled the class right now. Now to start the class, I have to click on enter classroom. The class is already listed over here. This is the class that we have declared. Now here there is provision. Actually, there are more provisions when compared to the webinars. That is actually, if you want to link certain materials for that particular session, today I'm going to have a class. So I want to share certain materials to the students so that I can link from here. And I want to keep certain materials for teaching. For example, I want to keep a PowerPoint for today's session. then I can link that over here. For teaching means it won't be going to the student account. If I'm linking for the students, it will directly go and get it linked to the student account. So that student also can have it when they are having the class. That is the thing. So here link material means directly it will take to like in which class we have to link. For example, I have declared the class for CBSE and it was physics and it was 12th. And now here it will help me to access the material that I am already having in my system. And then that particular material can be linked to that particular session. That's the advantage of that. So here in this chapter, I'm having so many materials available over here. I'm having PowerPoint presentations are there. I'm having some links are there, videos are there. Many things are available in my account. So if I want to link any of these material to the students who are attending the virtual class, I can do it from here. Suppose if I want to link, what I have to do is, suppose I am clicking a PowerPoint. PowerPoint, it will allow me to see first and then make sure that this is the thing I want to. It's just going to the presentation mode right now. This is a presentation. Now, if I feel that this is the thing that I want to link, what I have to do is just select the material like this. I have already selected it from there. Now, virtual class. I have selected the class and students can view link class. So this material will be there with the student when they are coming to the lecture. This I have linked the PowerPoint, not only the PowerPoint. Suppose if I want to give a worksheet that the student have to do during the class, particularly when it is a virtual session, and again, in the current scenario, the students and the teachers are not meeting at this time. So when the students are sitting for the class, they should have the worksheet with them. Then actually I can link it like this way. Okay, I hope that is clear. We have deviated from link material. So again, here there is a link for directly entering the classroom. So now I am clicking on enter classroom. I have linked the material. Now, if I want to enter the classroom, I have to directly click on start. But right now our meeting is already running, but still it's taking me, it won't work. Okay, I'm just canceling this, okay? Otherwise, that'll directly they will be able to start it. I hope that's clear.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now for if we need to promote the virtual class, again what we have to do is from here. Now previously I have shown if it is for our own students, actually the students who are already registered in the batch, for them how to send a link is what we have seen.
Right.
Now the next section is, suppose if we want to promote the virtual class. Suppose a teacher is taking a class, he or she want to promote that particular class outside in the social media. If that is the case, then they can come to this section. I have already selected the declared class from here. And after that, moving down when we are coming, it's coming over here. And a specific, another image, if you want to upload, we can again choose from here. Here, one standard image is there for the virtual class. If you want to keep some specific image that is related to the topic, for example, let's see. I'll just see whether I have something related to the topic. Not getting, so I'm just skipping that step. I'm not changing the image, but if you want, we can change the image. And then just select the file and then do upload. And now create social media link. Here is a social media link that is created. Now this I'm copying. And if I'm pasting it in WhatsApp, again, this will be coming with if you should, we should give little time for that to fetch the image and everything. First time, sometimes my photo and all might not be coming because it has to fetch the data. So like this way, it will be coming. I hope you can see.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, like this way, the link will be coming. Now this link can be shared. Attend my, oh. Okay, by mistake, I have clicked on. Attend my virtual class. I have selected the topic, moving charges and magnetism. Click here to register. So like this way, we are getting the social media link. And if I'm going to preview page, when they click what will be coming, that also we can see.
Perfect.
This is the way it is coming. And as I told you, this image is what is already there. And according to the topic, or if you want specifically for a specific purpose, the image can be uploaded and that will change there. And now this, like whomever is coming, when they click over here, this will be taking them to the registration screen. I'm clicking. Here is it. And now whomever is coming can register over here. Already registered user or new register. Accordingly, they can just register for that particular virtual class.
Sir, I will be having a class from 7 p.m.
Otherwise,
Can I?
this is all